chicos, hi guys. En mi entusiasmo con Saramay y mi enojo con Nax, se me olvidó decirle también que otro artista me había respondido en uno de los videos que también me encanta, Z Distorsión. Ese, según me dijo uno de los que lo comentaron ahí, me dejó dicho, creo que se llama Alejandro, el que me lo comentó, me dijo que ese es el verso del que a mí me gusta, que dice, yo soy el niño consentido de mamá que rapea ahora con sentido. O sea, jugó con la palabra consentido. I forgot to mention this guy, Robert Distortion. He's in a well, he's not, it's not a group, it's just a bunch of friends that got together and they rapped this song. I think they're individual rappers. And he has one of the best verses that I like, which in Spanish makes more sense, but in English, it doesn't make that much sense because it's saying the kid who was baby by mom or preferred by mom now raps with a lot of sense. But in Spanish, it does sounds good because the word baby or the word spoil, because that's what it means, spoil, is consentido. Consentido, CONCNTIDO, means when somebody's being spoiled. But when you separate the word into two words, con and then sentido, con becomes with, and sentido becomes with senses. So that's so beautiful about languages. Anyhow, let's get into this because who asked me this? I always have such a bad memory. I didn't know this why. Because I have a bad memory. Yeah, Alex Elizalde requested that I react to Tornillo. Un día todo se termina. One day everything comes to an end. That's for sure. We do know that.
Cierra los ojos porque
un día todo se termina y la muerte ya no regresa. Venimos por todo, venimos por la cabeza. Esto es de la empresa, esto es del vecindario. Vamos a zumbarla, somos tres locos del barrio. Un día todo se termina y la muerte ya no regresa. Venimos por todo, venimos por la cabeza. Esto es de la empresa, esto es del vecindario. Vamos a zumbarla, somos tres locos del barrio. Y si la muerte viene por mí, yo le digo que me deje jugar, porque con ella yo estoy hasta el fin. Y si ella me quiere llevar, pues que se espere que yo la quiero gozar. O tal vez un día de estos ella me quiera llevar. Crecí entre locos, cholos, psycho, chiscos, focos.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna just say this kid is too young to be thinking about that. But the song is about that one day everything is gonna come to an end. And he's talking about that. Death's gonna come. And the time when death comes, I'm gonna be asking her to let me play for a little while, to let me stay. But it doesn't work like that. But that's what he's saying. He said something like, "This is for the neighborhood, and this is for the business." Now, he just mentioned that he grew up with cholos. So, yes, and I know that I'm aware of that because I grew up in a neighborhood like that. And I mean, in the United States. So, I don't know where he grew up. I guess in Mexico. But I do know that when you grow up in a dangerous neighborhood, when you walk out, you don't know if you're going to come back home. Every day is a challenge. So every day you think, is this the day that I'm going to die? And I wasn't involved in anything. I mean, I was a little kid anyway because I left New York when I was 10 years old. So I never had any incident like I was in a gang or stuff like that, but there were some bullets flying. And I remember we had to hide underneath the cars or get inside a building because, bullets don't have names. So somebody might be aiming at a rival gang or a rival person who's taking their territory because they're competing for the corner, and you get caught in it because you have to go to the store, you have to go to school, you have to go to work, you still have to live. So I know that feeling. I know how it feels to grow up with death near you. And yes, I did see it since I was a little kid. I saw that people.
Quiere llevar, pues que se espere que yo la quiero gozar. O Tal vez un día de estos ella me quiera llevar. Crecí entre locos, cholos, psycho, chiscos, focos, Pokémones. Vida malandra, peligro en mis callejones. Mi clica está loca, mejor no la cuestiones. Todos somos malos en distintas ocasiones. Ama a quien tú quieres, porque un día mueres. Polvo somos y nadie lo va a cambiar. Ama a quien tú quieres, porque un día mueres. Polvo somos y nadie lo va a cambiar. Venimos.
Oops, sorry.
Polvo.
That was a bar right there. That was a bar. We are dust and no one is going to change that. So love who you love. Show them that you love them. Because one day you will be gone. And then he does mention that, like Santa Fe del Clan was always saying, I walk in between good or bad. He didn't say that, but he basically said, we're all bad at one time or the other. We're evil at one time or another. We are. And he's like, don't mess with my gang. Don't question them. Because if you do, then you're going to be in trouble. You could be shot. You could be killed.
Peligro en mis callejones. Mi clica está loca, mejor no la cuestiones.
See? My gang is crazy. So please don't question it.
Todos somos malos en distintas ocasiones.
We're all bad in different occasions. And it's true. And it's true, but it depends on the level of badness. My level of badness hasn't gone into killing someone or shooting at someone. But if my life is in danger, I know it for a fact that I wouldn't have any trauma taking someone's life. If someone is attempting against my life and it's me or that person, no qualms whatsoever. But if I kill someone just for the hell, I can't see that. Just murdering someone, and much less for territory. Of course, I guess if I'm in that lifestyle, they're going to be trying to take me out because I got the corner. And I'm saying corner because I'm thinking of Washington Heights. We can only experience our own ghetto, ¿ok? Nosotros experimentamos nuestro propio ghetto. No estoy diciendo que ellos se paren en la esquina. Even though he is standing against the fence, so I don't know, he's selling. So, might be the same.
Polvo somos y nadie lo va a cambiar. Ama a quien tú quieres, porque un día mueres. Polvo somos y nadie lo va a cambiar. Un día todo se termina y la muerte ya no regresa. Venimos por todo, venimos por la cabeza.
I don't get that. One day everything ends and death doesn't come back. But death only comes once, so that's why he's saying come. Maybe because he's always, he always has a brush with death. So, death comes, step on the side and then goes, I'll be back. And then he's like, one day she's gonna come and she's not gonna come back. That's it. That day that she came, she's gonna stay. I guess that's what he's trying to say.
Esto es de la empresa, esto es del vecindario.
Oh, look at the video. I like that. You see the reflection of the skeleton underneath. Oh, that's good.
Vamos a zumbarla, somos tres locos del barrio. Un día todo se termina y la muerte ya no regresa. Venimos por todo, venimos por la cabeza. Esto es de la empresa, esto es del vecindario. Vamos a zumbarla, somos tres locos del barrio. Tenemos vida, salud y mucha grifa. Un fume de mota por los que están arriba. Mira, mi mente está perdida. Puros psicos en la esquina, ya no hay otra salida. Ey, la muerte viene.
Oh, he said it. He mentioned it. I have not heard this song before, okay? I swear. I did not know that he was going to say, there's death in the corner. But there you go. How do I know it? Because I come from 163rd Fort Washington Avenue, 163rd in Broadway, 163rd in Amsterdam. Those are corners. 163rd is the whole block. 1970s, 1975. That was crazy. So I know, they hang out there. Sometimes they stand like cops. You can't see my leg, but sometimes, they're leaning against the wall. Y en la esquina de la bodega, los malanteos. ahí en la esquina de la bodega. So, and I'm not even from this guy's hood. So I know it. So he says, people are crazy. There's a lot of death in the corner. There's evilness. There's no way to come back. And did you like that smoke sound? So he said, this is a hit of a joint for those who are dead. He didn't say dead. He said up there, but that's what he meant. And then the music stopped and he goes, like he inhales something. It's good. A lot of visuals here.
Vida, salud y mucha grifa. Un fume de mota por los que están arriba. Mira, mi mente está perdida. Puros psicos en la esquina, ya no hay otra salida. La muerte viene. Lágrimas del barrio. Velas y un rosario. La muerte viene.
I'm not laughing at that, what he's saying, but I think it's hilarious. It reminds me of Residente. 10 muerto, 20 Padre Nuestro. 10 dead, 20 Holy Father, or Our Father. Because that's the other thing that is funny about gangsters. They're such a believers. They believe in God. They're theists. So someone died, and yeah, he's saying like he's saying right now, people are crying. There's prayers for this person. What a contradiction! It's such a contradiction, and I mean, it's just how we humans walk like sheep. Even the gangsters, it's like, dude, you're praying to someone because your buddy died, but why would that someone leave your buddy to be in that situation? Put you guys in that situation. What kind of God is that? And then if you are a believer, that's not what your God says, because I have read all your books of your gods and even the ones that are not your gods, and they all say, love your neighbors, you love thyself. What's the commandment? What's the commandment? What's the commandment? Thou shalt not kill. And yet, you think your buddy is going to heaven? You, that's such a contradiction.
Estilo fino, mis ojos de chino. Soy como un demonio si te metes con lo mío. Me gusta el peligro, llámame bandido. Lucho por lo mío, nadie sabe su destino. Y a todo.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody knows their destiny. Another thing that is ironic is that these gangsters are always throwing so much philosophy. And he said, I laughed because he said, my little eyes, like Chinese, my little Chinese eyes, and that's why, because he's high. That's why his eyes are Chinese.
Soy como un demonio si te metes con lo mío.
So he's a demon if you get in his way and with his people. If you go against his people, he's like a demon.
Me gusta el peligro, llámame bandido. Lucho por lo mío, nadie sabe su destino.
He likes the danger. Call me a bandit. Call me a gangster, basically. And, nobody knows their destiny. No, nobody knows their destiny. But we can deduct. Let's say, for example, if you like to cross the street and not look side, left and right, and you do this all the time, you're running through the street, incoming traffic, chances are that one day you will get hit by that car. But he's right at the same time, because, look at Pinochet. Pinochet died in bed, surrounded by his family. And look at Facundo Cabral and John Lennon, two singers who preach peace all the time. And how did they die? Shot dead in the streets like dogs. So in that sense, yeah, he's right. But we still can deduct. We can predict. We can see some patterns. Now, they don't always fall in place, but most of the time they do. There are the exceptions, like Facundo Cabral. He shouldn't have died away.
Todo se termina y la muerte ya no regresa. Venimos por todo, venimos por la cabeza. Esto es de la empresa, esto es del vecindario. Vamos a zumbarla, somos tres locos del barrio.
What's 473? Is that the record label or the gang name or the street sign? He must be Mexican. He's saying carnal, and carnal is Mexican language there. Although, some people are starting to use it, so who knows? But I have a feeling that he is Mexican, and this is in Mexico. It's a great song. Uh, reality, realistic message. He has a great voice. I hope he dedicates himself to the music and is able to get out of that lifestyle. Because, dude, when you have a talent, why waste it? Why waste it? Make the best out of it. So, anyhow, thank you for recommending this song. I hope I get views on this one. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, do so. If you've seen it before, and if you're able to help me out in any shape or form, be it PayPal or be enjoying Patreon, because I leave the link in the description, or at least share my channel, share my reaction so that other people can see it, because YouTube is not promoting it. YouTube is upset at me porque todos somos malos y yo fui mala, porque yo soy del gueto también y a veces es difícil sacar a la gente del gueto. So ya yo le he hablado bien mal a YouTube. YouTube no quiere.